Welcome to this webinar on the multiple time frame price action market mode radar screen indicator tool. This is a great tool that we have that we're going to be covering. This is the radar screen scan, and this first one that I'm showing is using the multiple time frame price action gapless multiple. What that does is it can get on any chart that's not time-based. You know, if you're going to use a 5-minute chart, then it's best to use this one that's for the time-based. But if you're using a non-time-based chart like a tick or something else, then you want to use this indicator. And you can see that it tells the market mode, which is a critical piece. This is Apple, and you can see Apple has the first three are green and then the rest are red, which the first three are green there, and if I expand this out, you're going to see that the rest of them are red. And that basically tells what's going on here as far as the bias up and down. Now, I'm not going to be covering the multiple time frame price action, which is a critical piece of this indicator. This is what's telling the market mode. In essence, if this line breaks down below the other lines here, that's a downtrend. If it breaks above the other lines, that's an uptrend, and I know it's starting right there. If it goes up like this and pulls inside, like let's just expand this out for a minute. Something like this. Once it pulls down inside these other time frames, that's a trading range. You don't know how long it's going to break out, but you do know that it's going into a trading range. Like here's an example. Now, if it gets really collapsed, that's a multiple time frame consolidation. And so that's what this indicator can tell. Like, see, this is broken into a trading range. So when we look at Apple right now, it's going to say, well, it's small enough that it's actually a consolidation. But basically, if the lines are close enough together, it's consolidation. But if they're further apart, then it's considered a trading range. So you can see it tells uptrend, tells downtrend, tells consolidation. What this is it means at the bottom of the line is 0 and the top line of the spread is 100%. And it's telling where the price action line, the 5-minute or whatever, the 100 tick in this case, is. Like on this, it's at the very bottom end of those lines. And if it were like a 99, it would be at the very top end of those lines. A 200 is just a number that's an uptrend, meaning it's gone above it. And a minus 200 is to sort them to the downside, you know, for the downtrend part. Now this quickly tells you at a glance what's happening, whether it's in a downward move, like silver and soybeans are. This is in a more of an upward move on the shorter time frames, and the longer time frames are in the short move. So let's go to the price, the time-based chart here. You can see MLM, you know, this is all but the last one is green. If we click on Apple, it'll change over and you're going to see the first 4 are red and then 2 greens and a red. That's what this is. 4 reds, 2 greens, and a red. And that's exactly what's going on this last bar here in this subgraph. Now it doesn't want to populate in an area where you can see it on the video. It wants to go on the outside of that because my screen monitor is so much bigger. But this shows the instant view of the bias. This tells you where you are in that trading range. Like Apple, 88%. See, it says that this line is at the top. You know, it's 88% from this bottom line to the top line. And this tells you the degree of consolidation. So like when one that's consolidating, see it's only 1% for the first 5 lines. That's this 5, you know, which is the 5-minute, the 15, the 20, the 30, and the 60. And then the 6 line brings in the 120, and the 7 line brings in the 240. So that's where the 7 lines come in. Now, the indicator itself can go clear up to a daily, but it's just too much demand on RadarScreen for the number of bars to create that high of a time frame to create the daily. So we only go up to the 240. So this is a very powerful tool to be able to know what the market mode is. Of course, you can scan, you can see that it's working on stocks. It also works on Forex. It also works on futures. So it doesn't matter what you want to use it on as far as what symbol. And basically then the chart populates next to it. It is important to know that you need to purchase the multiple time frame price action indicator set that is a separate product. This product is only the RadarScreen market mode. So that's all this product is, and you have to already have purchased this or purchasing it at the same time, because it is an integral part of this technology. And I don't sell this separately because you have to have the multiple time frame price action before you can utilize it on the RadarScreen here. So that covers this powerful tool. Thank you for joining us on this webinar.